today we've got a new toy. Let's crack it open. And here we go. Here it is. The Arrma Senton 4x4. There it is. Oh, guys. I've been wanting one of these for a while now. We have new Spectrum SLT3 radio, new Spectrum servo, same old ESC, which I'm fine with because when I had my version 2 Arrma, there we go. This motor ESC combo was great. IC5 connectors are good connectors, but only Spectrum sells batteries with these plugs on it, and Spectrum batteries are like $100. So luckily they are EC3 compatible, so I bought an EC3 battery. So easy access diff removal, easy access power module removal, easy access electronics module removal, new gunmetal wheels and vented tires, heavy duty steel input and 1.35 mod 37 13 tooth gears, slipper pad and sliding gear mesh, new plastic lock nut for the slipper, new body shell design and decals, easier pull access, new beefed up bulkheads, new steering with more clearance for stone. Right. Here we go. Oh yeah. Just from this and this. Guys, this looks absolutely epic. Hold on, let's get it out of the box. This is the first ever brand new short course truck I've ever owned. Toolkit and shock spacers and instructions here should be. So hopefully this new revised one is a little better. I can already tell just by looking at it that it's going to be a little bit better because it's 3 channels. Extra little button right here for whatever reason. So here's the radio. You have 50% throttle, 75% throttle, and 100% throttle. Just limiting the speed controller. Throttle reverse, steering reverse, power, steering rate, which is how far the servo turns. Throttle trim, which is really screwed up at the moment. Steering trim. And this 3rd channel right here. So, it looks like this is going to be a good radio. So, alright, let's... Guys, this thing looks absolutely sick. Oh yeah, one Arrma Senton. Alright, so Arrma does give you these little retainers, so you don't lose your pins. Check out that body shell, silver finish inside. Here we go. Suspension is nice and soft. The Senton comes with mud guards, or, you know, dirt guards, whatever. And a wheelie bar. The wheelie bar is built into the bumper, which is really nice. These tires are nice and knobbly, really grippy looking. We will be doing a run on this. So the bumper is nice and squishy. It rolls nice and smoothly. That servo looks pretty cool. Our ESC And here's the Spectrum motor that they just put in it, and it comes with a motor fan and a motor heatsink. The original one had only a motor heatsink. Also, this one has the safe D5 shaft, and it's got a C-clip inside to keep the pinion from falling off if the grub screw comes loose. Here's your EC5 connector, and guys, these are big connectors. These can take a lot of power, so I'm not gonna say the connector's bad. It's just an expensive connector to use, unless you're good at soldering, in which case it really doesn't matter because you could just solder one of these connectors on to your battery for 10 bucks. Bigger pull, as we looked at before. Guys, this thing looks great. I am super excited to go blast with this thing. Also, you got drive shaft stabilizer with a nice little bearing there. The battery is a strap pack, and guys, straps are great because the Traxxas system is nice and easy to use, but this can accommodate many different sizes of batteries, whereas the Traxxas only has 2 different heights on its little battery thing. So here is your electronics module. So this is all bolted onto one piece, the ESC and the servo, and the radio is inside this waterproof receiver box where the receiver is. Guys, these turnbuckles are huge, nice and beefy. So some of you guys might ask, difference between this and the version 2, because this is V3. Here's my version 2 Arrma Typhon. So this one's missing electronics, but yeah, here's the original pull system. Here's the new one. This one doesn't have any graphics on the motor plate. When this one had electronics, it did not come with this fan. It did come with the heatsink though, and it came with an Arrma brand motor instead of a Spectrum one. They're basically the same motor, just this one has the safe D5 shaft. Arrma one didn't. This original one came with an Arrma servo. It was a decent servo, but it went out way too easy. I let it sit overnight and it died. Literally, I didn't have the battery plugged in, it sat there and died. ESC is the exact same. Receiver box and stuff is the exact same. Drive shaft is the same. Turnbuckles are all the same. Everything's pretty much the same. This one has these little protectors on it because it's the buggy one. Same straps. This is a 3D printed wing, not the stock one. So, yeah, little side-by-side comparison. So essentially the same, it's just little differences. Like, this one doesn't have shocks on it right now because I sold them because they were really leaky. So supposedly Arrma came out with these new silicone O-rings in there, and that's supposed to help the seal. So hopefully we don't get any leaks, because I do like the Arrma shocks. They're very smooth and very nice. But if they leak, then that sucks. Alright, well, I'm going to resume the video once I receive my battery pack. But guys, I am super excited. For the first couple of runs, I might not even use the body because it's so nice and I don't want to trash it. One thing I do notice, body related wise, is that these are a lot smaller than the original ones, so not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but it's a thing. Alright, my battery arrived, and as I said before, the truck is compatible with EC5 plugs, or if you're willing to spend the money, then you can use the Spectrum batteries with the EC5 plug, which will probably be a little bit better, but this is an ADC discharge battery, guys, so this will give tons of punch. Alright, so let's see. Guys, it looks like this battery is going to fit in just perfectly. So let's take off the straps. Oh, guys, that's perfect. And this is a hard case LiPo battery as well, so a little bit more durable than a soft case. Oh, guys, that fits in so well. ADC discharge, 5200 milliamps. You know what, guys? I got this thing for 30 bucks, so I'll try to put the link in the description if I can remember, but this looks like a really, really good battery. Guys. Alright, so power switch is located right here. There's the indicator light. Alright. There we go. That's actually not bad, guys. Guys, that's gonna go. So I'm gonna have to look at the instructions to tinker with the ESC a little bit. Get all the settings really nice. It's dark outside, so I'm gonna wait until tomorrow. So see you then. Alright, so battery's all charged up. Let's see. I tuned the ESC last night. There we go. Can't seem to get it up to full speed, guys. It's too fast. So I did a little run off camera. and tire split. So really grippy tires, obviously not on the road but off-road. But yeah, it caught. I think what happened was when it flexes a lot, and so I think it caught the body shell, the wheel well right there, or right there, and just split. So yeah, hopefully it'll be fine because I glued it. But for now, my buddy lent me his Proline Street Fighters, which is fine because these things are kind of like rally wheels. They'll take off-road. Opinion on the tires, and this goes for most Arrma wheels, they're all really grippy. They all tend to split and go bald and all that bad stuff really quickly. So maybe for a racetrack when you want lots of grip and it doesn't really matter how long they last, but yeah. These should do good. And guys, I clocked 44.1 or something with the original wheels going uphill with this battery. So just gave it a wash. Probably gonna take it off-road. But guys, I'm really impressed. It's quiet. It's smooth. I'm not liking this motor as much as I liked my original one. Doesn't have a lot of punch, I think. Or maybe it's the ESC, but this is the same ESC as the version 2. And my version 2 was great. So servo is a lot better, guys, than the version 2. It hasn't broken yet, which is like a record. Like 2 days, right? Something like that. And it's a bit torquier, and it's a little bit faster as well. This motor fan works wonders. I mean, I ran it for like half an hour straight. This motor wasn't even warm, so that's good. So yeah, that I don't like is the body shell. It flaps around a lot, and that's with all short course trucks, so I can't just yell at this one. But bumpers, very, very good, guys. This is very great truck for the money. I mean, come on, guys, $320. You can't beat this. You can't beat that price for a four-wheel drive, brushless, short course truck. Maybe if you got a VRX or some Chinese brand, then, I don't know, $250 or something, but you will not get this kind of quality, and for that cheap. And then, guys, this radio is great. The original one that came on the version 2, it sucked really bad. But this one's really, really nice. I like it. A good amount of range. It gets a little laggy the farther away you get, but it's not nearly as laggy as the original one, so. Plus, it's got that third channel, which is a nice touch. Alright, guys, so I did some bashing off camera. That happened. So, the arm snapped off there, and the shock cracked. This happened, by the way, the bumper's just right here, I just took it off. It happened off a maybe 3-foot jump, going 20-ish, 30-ish miles an hour. Landed on this rear wheel like this, and that ended it. So now, arm is cracked. Still usable because it's only one side. And this is cracked, which is also still usable because I could glue it or something. So, it's a good truck. I like it. It's got plenty of power, but it's just not gonna take bad landings very well. So it's a cheap fix. I mean, you could buy shocks for like $7. Well, not these ones. These ones are like 20, but I could buy an aluminum set for like $7. And I could buy a new set of arms from RPM for like $10. So, battery wise, battery is pretty good, but it only gives me about 15 minutes of runtime. It's not 5200 milliamps as it says. It only charges up to 2500 to about 3700 max. It has never reached full capacity, so